Depression check. If you didn't gather by the title, this episode is going to be about depression. But spoiler alert, we're the opposite of depressed right now.
We're in a silly, goofy mood, but we want to talk about this because we know it's probably going to be helpful to talk about, but we are feeling very whimsical and very silly.
Yeah.
And
do you know what? I think that's a good thing because this episode will be lighthearted and it will be hopefully a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Not putting any pressure on us because now I've said that I feel like I've jinxed it.
Be funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
Be
how.
a comedian.
But it's important to talk about serious topics but in an unserious way because that's more relatable, I feel, and that makes us feel, I don't know, just better. I don't want you to walk away from this episode feeling depressed.
Yeah.
Question. Sorry, I'm jumping straight into it before our wins and wobbles. Can you say I feel depressed? Or should you say I feel sad?
I think it depends. I think you can actually feel depressed, but it's not the same as feeling sad.
Okay.
But we'll get into that.
We'll get into that. Just to set the top of me noggin. Yeah. Anyway, wins and wobbles. I'm going to make you go first. Give me your win. Did we say hello? Hello, everyone.
Hello and welcome to the comfort zone.
Win.
Yeah, my win. I went to see Stevie Wonder with my dad. Oh my gosh, it was so wholesome and I had the best time. And it was like such a bucket list moment because I have wanted to see Stevie Wonder. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think I'd ever see him because he's kind of old now. So I kind of thought that's never going to happen.
I feel like it wasn't at BST Festival.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a random place for him to play.
Well, it was like they had all like young artists and then the last couple of days were just sort of like the older ones.
Yeah. Fits every vibe.
Me being me, went to the older ones and none of the younger ones.
Because she's an old woman at heart.
I'm old in my heart.
I went to 2 of the younger ones.
I know.
I know. Wait. Don't talk to me.
You went to Noah? Oh, and Zach Bryan. Yeah.
Which low-key, I don't know the drama going on there, so I feel a bit funny about that. But then a lot of people, this goes into the last episode about just talking about people scary because they're going to get cancelled at some point. But a lot of people have said that it's all been blown out of proportion. So I don't know. But yeah.
Haven't really read into it that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like that's contradicting everything I stand for there by going to see Zach Bryan. But also...
Yeah, but also you'd already paid for the tickets before you
we bought them
any of that.
Ages ago.
Leave in the comments if you think we should cancel JC. If you do, I'll put a poll. Everyone mass unfollow her.
Let's start an unfollow train.
Unfollow train. Put a heart in the caption in the comments. Right.
Sorry.
That was my win.
Yeah.
It was just very wholesome, very lovely. I had a great time.
In the sun.
But I didn't get burnt.
Did you use sun cream?
Yeah, I did. SPF 50.
Wow.
Everything just went perfectly and I just had such a nice time.
I love that. Did you explore London a little bit as well?
We went to a restaurant and we walked.
Nice.
I didn't realise how big Hyde Park was. Like
Hyde Park is massive.
Yeah.
When I went, what entrance were you at?
South.
Oh, I was north.
Oh.
But then we went in from different sides because I had to walk around the whole of the park to get to my entrance.
Yeah.
That was long.
Yeah. It was quite difficult.
Yeah.
To get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, it was so fun.
Such a good time. And do you know what? That's what summer's about. I think doing things, I mean, that's kind of my win as well. Just going out and doing things. Like I went to a spa on last Sunday. And that just gave me a zest for life again. From being a homebody, just, I don't know, experiencing things and really trying to understand what life's actually about again. It's not about sitting at home and working. It's about having fun.
Yeah. Chilling. Yeah. And doing things that you enjoy.
Yeah. Like I forget what being human actually means. And it means switching off. And it means, like, who decided, I saw this on TikTok the other day, who decided that the point of life was to work and work and work?
40 hours a week.
Yeah. So that you can hopefully save up to live a happy life when you're like 65, 70.
I know, it's so illogical because you're past your prime then.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can still enjoy yourself, but the years right now that we're living are the times where our bodies are like the youngest, the healthiest.
Yeah. But we're not going to be able to do anything until we retire.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone sort it out. But in the meantime, try and do fun things here and there where you can. Book stuff in, even if it's just like going to the park and chilling with your friends or having a picnic or What are some fun summer things that people can do?
Going to the beach.
Going to the beach, if there's one near you. I wish I was near a beach.
Oh yeah, I forget that not everyone lives near a beach.
Yeah, it's a hard life. What else could you do? Have a barbecue.
Swim in a swimming pool.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have a swimming pool.
I actually have 4 swimming pools in my back garden.
Oh, I thought so. And a jacuzzi?
Obviously, I have a jacuzzi. I have a jacuzzi in my bedroom.
Sorry. There's a hose pipe ban.
There's a hose pipe ban.
So I can't even have any water. And I don't have a garden, so it's fun times.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have a garden either, and I don't have a hose pipe, so it doesn't affect me.
Anyways,
a nice win.
Yeah.
You've got hair in your mouth. Let me fish that out for you. There you go. Go fishing. That's a summer activity. Probably not a very ethical thing, actually. Please don't cancel me.
I was about to say I'd love to go fishing, but yeah.
I used to go crabbing. Did you ever go crabbing?
Yeah. But you put them back, don't you?
Yeah.
Like you catch them for a bit and then put them back. So it's
See,
not that bad.
fishing, I feel like it hurts the fish.
Yeah.
And
Imagine a needle literally going through you to pick you up.
I'm all right.
Isn't it in their mouths?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
JC's really getting in the mindset of the fish right now.
Yeah, I'm doing my fish role play.
Fish. Okay. Moving on.
Wobbles.
That was my wobble. You saying the words fish roleplay.
I feel sick.
Sick to my stomach.
I have a wobble.
Okay.
The whole reason that I booked a little spa break was because I had a little bit of a mentee bee.
Oh.
And I cried for a bit because I realised I hadn't left the house in 6 days and it all got a bit too much and I was a bit stressed and I was just a bit like everything was, when everything goes wrong and everything just annoys you so much, and then I hit breaking point. I was like, no, I can't, get me out of here.
That's a good way to cope, by booking a spa break though.
Yeah.
I rate that decision.
Yeah, it was really worth it.
Wow.
The birds agree. So giving a round
they
of
were
applause.
Like, go girl. But you didn't choose to just like wallow in it.
No, I was like, no, I'm getting out of here. Which I feel like that sounds like a really privileged thing to do, but it was the cheap night of the week. They had like a special Sunday deal on. And yeah, I did my TikTok research. But do you know what whoa, what is going on with me today? You should also treat yourself. Like, you deserve to spend money on things that make you feel better and that you enjoy. But yeah, it was really fun. And yeah, my wobble was that just like, I'm trying to think what even went wrong.
You had a lot of orders to deal with last week.
Yeah, it was a busy week for the small biz, which is fun. It's always fun. I always love it, but it does get a bit stressful because I like everything to be perfect. Especially
when it's run by 2 people in one room.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot.
I was getting up at 5 a.m. and going to bed at like 11 for 5 days straight. But yeah.
I mean, your sleep schedule alone affects your mood so much.
My sleep schedule right now. Every time I message you in the evening, I'm like, I just woke up.
Yeah, I get a message like every day, like 10 p.m. I've just had a nap.
I still managed to get to sleep at a reasonable time. Yeah, everything was just, sleep, everything. Just going wrong, everything got a bit much. I was like, when I was walking through the house, I'd just like randomly step on a plate or something that was left on the floor. Do you know when everything just goes wrong? Or like, I'd knock over my coffee or just, and it got to the point where I was like, no.
Yeah, that's so fair.
So that was my wobble.
Needed a spa break. Had a spa break.
Yeah. Lived my best life for a day and now I'm back to reality.
Your win came out of your wobble. That is proof that sometimes bad times have to happen for the good times to follow.
True. And do you know what? I also made a video about it.
She made a video.
I made a video about it. And I said, sometimes you have to pull yourself backwards to be able to push forwards.
You have to like launch yourself like an arrow.
Yeah. That's what I did. I reined myself in like this. That's the noise. And then I went bing, and now hopefully I'm going to be like
blasting into the future, having a great time.
Yeah. What's your wobble?
My wobble is I have been really tired.
Ooh.
I mean, today I am pure sleep deprivation. Like, I'm running on probably less than 4 hours sleep. And I've gone the opposite way where I'm like bing ding 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 like I'm just like
crazy frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know about my crazy frog law?
Yes.
The video of me doing crazy frog chart.
Yes, okay. I do.
One day I might put that on the internet.
It lives in my head rent free.
Yeah. I
I
invented a crazy frog dance when I was a child. And it was a moment to behold, really.
Do you know what? I used to get, not called, I don't know who called me it, but maybe it's just in my head. Like, I used to look like Pepe the Frog. Or I do look like Pepe the Frog.
Oh, the knee.
The face, your reaction.
You do not look like Pepe the Frog. That is horrible.
When I like Because I've got quite big eyes. I feel like they just kind of burst out of my head.
No,
They look like
you
the
have
frog.
big, beautiful eyes. You don't look like Pepe the Frog.
Thank you.
Affirmation for the day. I do not look like Pepe the Frog.
Repeat yourself 3 times.
Wish I could turn back time.
To the good old days.
Yeah, my wobble was being tired. Sorry. I just get
that's
so
all
off
right.
track so quick.
Because you're tired.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can function when you're tired or not?
It depends. Sometimes I'm a level of tired where I can. Sometimes I'm a level of tired where I like cut out the middleman and just go straight to being dissociated, and then I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like my eyes don't feel like they're working.
I feel like there's a difference between mental tiredness and physical tiredness. Like when I'm mentally tired, I'm done.
Yeah.
But when my body's tired, but my head's like, no, you can do it. I can push through.
I think I find both of them equally hard, actually. I was going to say I find it harder when I'm physically tired, but I think the feeling of mental fatigue is also awful.
Yeah. Just get some sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Would recommend that.
I'll try.
Good.
I'll do my best.
Good. Tonight, 12 hours.
12 hours? That's
Yeah.
ambitious. Let's talk about depression. Yeah.
Depression.
Depression.
Define depression.
Clinically, shall I Google it?
Yeah, good idea.
According to the DSM-5,
What's that?
the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders.
Perfect.
Major depressive disorder. Why is it telling us about major depressive disorder?
Interesting that there are different ones.
Yeah, because depression isn't necessarily major depressive disorder. Depression is a common and serious mental health condition that affects how a person feels, thinks, and behaves. It's more than just feeling sad or going through a rough patch. It's a persistent low mood and loss of interest or pleasure in things that used to bring joy. The clinical symptoms: persistent sadness, emptiness, hopelessness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities, changes in appetite and weight, sleep disturbances, fatigue or lack of energy, feelings of worthlessness, trouble concentrating, restlessness or slowed movements, thoughts of
Bad things.
suicide.
That's a long list. I'm not going to lie. That's quite a heavy list.
Yeah. I mean, depression is
Depression.
a heavy thing.
Have you had or have depression?
Yeah, I'm actually diagnosed with, I can't remember what my diagnosis says, but I was diagnosed with severe depression when I was 16,
Yeah.
and I've been on antidepressants ever since. I think I've actually been on antidepressants since I was like 15,
Interesting.
which is like 8 years?
Yeah, I feel like I'm quite nervous about saying the wrong thing because I haven't experienced depression. I think I've just experienced general teenage sadness, but never been diagnosed with depression, never really felt like I've experienced it. So I think I'm going to learn a lot from you in this episode. But if I say anything wrong, please feel free to correct me because...
We've already cancelled you. Your career's over.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah. Should I just leave, actually?
Yeah,
Is the
just
door's
go
there?
for it.
Should I just go, actually? I'll just go. I'll see myself out, don't worry.
Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, then it's an interesting dynamic because you come from experience and I don't, so I can ask the questions and I can kind of give the opinion of not opinion, but like assumptions of someone that hasn't really gone through it and how to know whether you actually are depressed or you're just sad. Because I think there is a difference, and I think it's quite, I don't want to say I think it's quite common now, but I feel like it's a lot more common. And to be honest, I don't know if that comes from people just being more aware of their emotions and speaking about them more, or it comes from social media.
Well, I think there's various reasons that it seems like more people are depressed. Probably people genuinely probably are more depressed because the world we live in is pretty dire.
Yeah.
We have so much comparison now, social media, just so many things that can trigger depression.
Yeah.
Also, people use depression as an adjective.
Yeah.
Rather than acknowledging that it is actually a mental disorder.
That's the thing. That's why at the beginning I was like, can you actually say I feel depressed or do you say I feel sad? Because if someone was to say I feel anorexic, for example, that's a very
you can't,
vivid example, but it's not a thing.
Yeah. But I mean, to feel depressed, you can feel depressed.
Because it's a depression of your emotions, like it's pushing your emotions down in a literal sense, I guess.
Just the feeling of depression is a feeling. The feeling of sadness is a feeling. The feeling of anxiety is a feeling. But anxiety is also a disorder.
That makes sense.
So like you can have depression.
Yeah.
And you can feel depressed. I think the issue is that a lot of people feel sad and then they say they're depressed. And that kind of makes people take it less seriously because People
Yeah.
think that feeling depressed is like low level sadness, whereas as we read out, feeling depressed is like deep, deep feelings of low self-worth, of hopelessness, no interest in things that you used to enjoy. Like there's so much more to depression.
For a prolonged period of time.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of the main things as well is that it's for a prolonged period of time. So it's over weeks, months, years. And it can take a long time for people to get answers for that. I feel like to actually take or have the courage to go and ask for help is a huge thing, because a lot of the time we can be made out to feel that we're over exaggerating or just blowing things out of proportion a little bit. And I feel like it's really important to say that you're not, and it's not normal to feel so low all of the time.
No. And you do deserve help for it, and no one's going to judge you.
Yeah.
You're not being dramatic.
I mean, the medicine's there for a reason though. Like it's literally made for people that feel that way. So why would you prevent yourself from having access to that just because, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on various different antidepressants, and I genuinely feel like I probably wouldn't be here right now without some of them.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't ashamed and I did take them and they helped.
Yeah.
I mean, my experience of depression, I feel like it was different from that teenage sadness. But then there was a lot of people in my life who probably just thought I was a sad teenager.
Yeah.
And I think that's really difficult, feeling so misunderstood, or not even feeling misunderstood because you don't really understand it yourself at the time. But everyone just sort of saying, oh, this is just what being a teenager's like, or it's your hormones.
Or it's a phase. It's just a phase, you'll get over it.
Yeah. And I remember actually a doctor saying that, like a GP saying to me that she couldn't help me because I hadn't tried to harm myself. A GP told me that when I tried to get help for feeling really depressed. And I had a lot of people just tell me, yeah, it's probably just your hormones.
That blows my mind, because at what point do people intervene? Like they intervene when it's too late. And then what? The system's so backwards.
The system, I have such an issue with the system because it's all like firefighting.
Yeah.
Like they talk about early intervention, but then there's no funding for early intervention. So nobody actually gets the help they need
until
they're in a crisis, because they have to deal with people in a crisis because they can't have blood on their hands.
Yeah.
So then it's all just firefighting.
Yeah. Just putting the water out when it's already ablaze and leaving damage behind in the coals.
Wow.
It can't be undone.
It's giving GCSE English exam.
I'm going to write a book.
I'm loving it. Wow.
No,
you should write a book.
No, I'm joking.
I would read it. Have you finished my audiobook yet?
I haven't.
My brother bought like 7 copies of my book and has not even read a single page of it.
I do feel really bad. I say I haven't had time. I feel like everyone has time. I'm such a bad friend.
I don't think you're a bad friend. I was trying to listen to my own audiobook to get me off to sleep last night because I downloaded Audible just to listen to it because I knew it was on Audible. And so I pressed play on it and it just distracted me. So I think it woke me back up because I was like, this is really weird. Like I'm hearing myself talk and I remember writing this. And
reading yourself a bedtime story.
Yeah, it didn't work. Maybe it would work for other people. Apparently I have a very soothing voice.
You do?
Thanks. I think
it's so peaceful. So it's not very deep. You always say that.
Yeah, I've always felt like I have a deep voice.
No. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Take it back now, yo.
Chris Grass. Anyway.
Depression. Now we've kind of established what depression is.
The difference between feeling sad and feeling depressed.
Good idea. I feel like what I experienced, going back to what we were saying earlier, as a teenager was just general teenage sadness. I think my problem was that I think it was the era of like Tumblr and social media.
Depression was very romanticised.
Yeah. And it kind of fed into the fact that like, I want to feel like this. This is cool to be sad. I don't want to see anyone and I don't want to talk to anyone and I just want to listen to sad music in my room in the dark. And I think that's the phase of life that I had, which in the moment I probably would have been like, yeah, I'm depressed. But now looking back, I was just romanticizing being sad as a teenager. And I think that's a huge difference because to anyone else or to an outsider, it could have looked like I was going through hell, but really.
You feel like you were choosing that?
Yeah.
Do you feel like actually actively you could have made the decision to not be like that?
Yeah, probably. which is it's weird to talk about. Like, I've never really deeped it, but it wasn't even for that long.
I
But it's
remember
just-
that phase though.
Yeah.
I remember like I had friends at school who were like depressed, but it was like Tumblr depressed.
Yeah, I feel like it was cool to like sit, you know, when you'd go into form in your class in the morning before lesson, it would be cool to sit in the corner on your own with your headphones in and just be like moping around.
Be like a little emo.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I guess that's very different from actual clinical depression.
Exactly. And I feel like it's important to establish that difference because that's what made it so normalised.
Yeah.
And that's what probably stopped a lot of people from getting help because they didn't want to be perceived as someone that was just, I don't know how to say it, like rinsing it or
doing it for attention.
doing it for attention.
Which we do, obviously, we've said before.
Yeah.
The whole being attention seeking, people seek attention because it's a human need.
Yeah.
And if you need attention, it's not a crime to seek attention.
Yeah.
It's just sad that people don't feel like they can just ask and like sometimes have to go about it in other ways.
Yeah.
But the whole being attention seeking thing is not an insult.
No, we're not saying that as in you're an attention seeker, don't do that. Like,
but then there is a stigma around attention seeking, so people that go to the doctors feel like they're just going to think, yeah, it's just a phase, or they're just doing it for attention.
yeah. I was gonna, is this okay to ask about your experience with a doctor in kind of getting that diagnosis? Because I feel like people would be quite scared of going to seek help in fear of just being dismissed as, I don't know, having a different reasons for feeling that way. And have you tried going outside once a week? And have you tried, run yourself a bath, read a book?
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I went to the GP, I was completely dismissed, and I just thought,
what's the point?
it just made me get worse, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, not deliberately, it just made me think no one cares, and I already felt like that.
Yeah.
So it just kind of compounded. Then I ended up in CAMS for my eating disorder.
Yeah.
And they very much don't, like, I think it takes them a while to diagnose depression. They'd usually be like, low mood. But then when I was in hospital, I had a consultant who, was really like, had this kind of image in her head of like young people are attention seeking. And
to be honest though, if that's your perception and you're in CAMS as a mental health doctor, I feel like that is not okay.
yeah, you're not in the right job.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get the medication that I needed because they just kept saying like, we don't understand why you're doing what you're doing or why you feel this way. Like, you're on antidepressants. Just kept upping the antidepressant that wasn't working for me. And then I got moved to a different place and they were like, oh my God, you are severely depressed. Diagnosed me with severe depression and put me on a different medication. And from that moment, my depression turned around.
That's wild.
But
could you feel it working?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't really, it wasn't like I felt it day to day, but the difference in me, like, I was perking up. There was a point where I was sleeping for almost the whole day.
Wow.
Because I just had no energy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to even be there.
Yeah.
And then gradually I just started to like come out of my room a bit and talk to people a bit and like have a joke and just
start feeling human again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just so important that people have access to it when they need it.
And are taken seriously, because if you're not going to take people seriously, then you're not going to actually help them.
I think from that, we can just try and give you the advice of don't give up. Like, if you do get dismissed by a doctor or if you don't get taken seriously, fight for your rights, because you deserve to get treatment and you deserve to feel better. I don't know, try and book with a different GP or try and push for another appointment or write down a letter maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say take a list of your symptoms and the way that they show up in your life.
Yeah.
To really like fight for yourself and be like, look, I know that this is what I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
Because, there are a lot of people that say, like, I'm depressed, and they're not. And that's what makes people think, everyone thinks they have depression.
Yeah.
No one's going to put themselves through that for a laugh.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Should we answer some questions about depression?
I feel like that's a good way to bring back the What's on Your Mind segment.
Yeah, which we've kind of neglected recently, to be fair.
I've just completely forgotten about it. I don't know why, I just have.
Well, we both have. We haven't just haven't really done it.
Yeah, but we're back. We've asked some questions because I feel like this is a very audience-led topic. Because you can say your experience with depression and then that's pretty much it. So we want to know what you want to know. And there's a lot.
There's a lot of questions and a lot of people will have different experiences.
That's also proof that you're not alone. A lot of people do feel like that and do go through depression.
Yeah. High functioning depression, when everyone else thinks you're fine, but you're burning alive. I think high functioning depression is a very, very difficult thing to deal with.
Is that when you don't look like you're depressed, but you are inside?
Yeah, I think it's people that are able to mask, able to sort of go about their day, but then when they're by themselves or when there's nobody around, they just feel like they're crashing. I don't think it's actually like a medically, like you wouldn't be diagnosed with high functioning depression.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is that kind of thing of being able to carry on and seem as if you're normal, but you actually are not normal, but seem as if you're functioning normally.
Yeah.
But you're actually really depressed. This person said when everyone else thinks you're fine. And I think that's a big thing, is actually being able to talk to the people around you and say, like, look, I'm really not okay. I know I seem like I'm okay.
Yeah.
But what's going on inside is this. And not everyone's going to have supportive people around them that they can speak to about that. There will be local like helplines or counselling or people that will want to talk to you if you don't have family members that are willing to listen. But honestly, it's like taking the shame out of it and the embarrassment out of it, because just because you appear as someone who's got everything together doesn't mean you have to feel shame about the fact that you don't.
No, exactly. No, like if you truly take a step back and look at it, if someone else that you cared about or someone else in your life came to you and wanted to discuss something that was really personal and really kind of, what's the word? Like they're trusting you with that information, you would feel honoured that they felt like they could come to you and feel comfortable around you and open up, and you'd want to be there to help them. And that's how every single person feels about you. Like there is no, if someone else came to you and said, I'm struggling, there, you wouldn't say, why are you telling me? I don't care. Like, oh, you look like you're fine, be fine. You would never say that. You'd be there and you'd offer a helping hand and you'd let them talk to you. So when you remove yourself from the situation and remove yourself from kind of like your body as such, you will realise that there is no shame in it at all, like actually at all. And everyone has emotions, everyone struggles. So it's okay to speak about that. If you keep bottling it up and bottling it up and bottling it up, it's going to overflow at some point.
Yeah. And it's just, you just don't need to be embarrassed about it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's literally nothing to be ashamed of.
Anyone that doesn't understand it, and that's their problem, not yours.
Yeah. And if you find that someone's not being as helpful as you'd like, you can speak to someone else. It's not like you should push it all back in and be embarrassed and never speak about it again because no one else will ever understand. It's just that one person. Like there will be someone else in your life that you can talk to and that has probably been through something similar or probably struggles as well. And you might be surprised that they open up to you and it's kind of a mutual like, oh, this is nice because we can both speak to each other. Yeah. But yeah, just it's quite sad that people feel like they have to cover up their emotions. But I guess that's just society.
Well,
it's the world
we're
we live
more
in.
open, but we're not fully in a place where people feel comfortable talking about things, I think.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
We're getting there.
Oh no! My sleep deprivation's kicking in. I had a lot of questions about... Sorry, we had a lot of questions.
You.
My podcast, my episode.
I'm just the guest. I mean, I haven't left yet. I've just kind of said I'm leaving and I've just stayed here. So.
She's my weekly guest. She just keeps coming back. No one else will agree to come on the
Take
podcast.
the hint.
No. This podcast would not be what it is without you. I have to say serious things in a weird accent because I just can't...
This can't be
nice.
It can't be nice to me now.
No.
I do
feel like...
I'm used to it.
So, I was going to say, I feel like I'm actually quite good at giving compliments.
No,
and then
you are. You really are.
I had a lot of... Oh my God. We had a lot of questions.
Okay, it's fine. You can say I
put it on my Instagram, which is why I'm thinking this. And I'm talking like I'm doing a Q&A on my YouTube channel, which I'm not. Tips to get out of bed. What do I do about struggling with poor hygiene, like dental hygiene, showering and stuff, which is very common to struggle with when you have depression because, I mean, like I said, I literally didn't want to get out of bed, let alone go get in the shower.
Yeah. I'm going to go first, coming from someone that hasn't experienced depression but experiences bouts of sadness sometimes, not really that much anymore. But at the moment, the kind of motto that I live by is that it's hard to live your life in bed, not showering, not looking after yourself, and it's hard to actually take the step and shower. And I feel like that sounds really kind of superficial of me to say because I completely understand that it's not a choice, and me saying this sounds so dismissive, but from the point of view of someone that just has low mood sometimes, it's a lot harder to wallow in that sadness and to choose to not get out of bed and to choose not to brush my teeth than just brushing my teeth. Like it's the same level of hardness and the same level of difficulty, and actually doing the hard thing will make me feel better in the long run. Like, it's a hard 10 minutes for a better 10 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my personal point of view.
I feel like that when I was in a place where like my depression wasn't so bad, that would have really helped me.
Yeah.
I feel like when I was so depressed that it was like my whole body was just heavy.
Yeah.
And like I just felt completely empty. I couldn't move. Even like rolling over felt like too much energy.
Yeah.
Like when I was in that kind of place.
What did you do?
Just laid in bed.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like I just didn't feel like I could do anything. I just feel like I did spend my day just staring at the wall.
And if that's all you can do, then that is okay. It's not something to beat yourself up over and make yourself feel even worse about.
No. Like, first of all, be understanding with yourself. You know that this is not like an active choice. It's not because you're a dirty person or you're unhygienic.
Yeah.
You are just struggling. And maybe try and take small steps to get out of it, because it's unrealistic to be like, I'm going to go from being super depressed. I'm just going to roll out of bed, go brush my teeth, wash my hair, shower, shave my whole body, get dressed, go out on a walk.
Yeah.
Like, that is just not realistic. Take small steps, even if, to start with, literally all you do is sit on top of your duvet cover. Like, make your bed and sit on top of your duvet cover instead of actually like lying in an unmade bed.
Yeah, take it like minute by minute.
Yeah, it can be steps as small as that, and then maybe that will make you feel a bit more like you can put your feet on the floor and get up, and maybe take the plates downstairs out of your room or to the kitchen, or walk down the hall and splash your face with water. Like, take small steps, because like slow progress is still progress, and you can be proud of that.
Yeah, and it's not as overwhelming. You don't feel like the whole world's kind of weighing down on you when you have a long list of things you want to do. If you just take it one step at a time, literally one step at a time, it might make things feel a little bit easier. Just a little bit.
I just like looked directly into the camera and itched my nose, but it really looked like I was picking my nose.
Maybe you were.
Sorry,
you just don't want to admit it.
I just picked my nose. No. How to cope with it coming back again and again. This, I feel like I've kind of spoken about recently, maybe, I don't know. But the fear of, or not even the fear, but just the knowledge that you are somebody who has a chemical imbalance in your brain, and that things will get better, but you always have this feeling in the back of your head like, but I'm going to be low again. I'm going to crash again, because it always happens. And I know that feeling, and that can make you feel really hopeless. But in those moments, you just have to remember that, yeah, I might end up feeling low again, but I'm going to feel happy again. And I don't want to throw away this happiness that I've got right now by preempting the fact that my depression might make a reappearance. It might get worse again. It's always also going to get better again. Like, all emotions and feelings and situations are temporary, as is depression. And I guess remember what helped you before, and know that you have a toolkit for next time.
Yeah, remembering that the fact that you did get out of it is incredible, and that proves that you will get out of it again. It's not the be all end all, and it's not kind of a trap that you're going to get stuck in one day and never ever ever get out of again. You've got through it, and that, like, history will repeat itself, and that's just in the bad ways and the good ways, and that's just life.
Yeah, you survived it, and you will survive it again.
Yeah.
And it is scary, and it does suck that it's something that some people have to live with, but you can still make a beautiful life for yourself and have fun and have good times when you're feeling good.
And coming from an outsider perspective again, worrying about something doesn't change the fact that it may or may not happen. You can kind of go about your day thinking, but what if it comes back? What if I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel happy anymore? What if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You ruining your happy days and you kind of worrying about the future whilst you're in the present will just make the present awful as well. So just deal with it when it happens, and if it happens, then you can assess the situation and figure out what you're going to do. If you're constantly worrying about the future, you can't enjoy the now.
So true.
Yeah.
To worry is to suffer twice.
Yep.
Learned that from a JC's diary reel.
What can I say?
Just saying.
Changed my life. Literally changed my life.
There's actually a lot of questions, so I think we might do a part 2 of this episode.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Just answering questions.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe as a mini-sode.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
Nice. Good shout.
On that note,
I feel like that was a very abrupt ending to the episode.
yeah, sorry. I always do that, and then you're like, that was quick.
We're talking and then on that note, goodbye.
On that note, I'm leaving. No, I'm just getting stressed, guys, because there's just constant cars going past.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a sticky one today. It's just noises everywhere, and we know you would understand, but also we want you to have a positive listening experience.
Yeah,
and
want it to be pleasant.
Yeah, so we're gonna take some time to assess the situation right now, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're gonna make a crisis plan, and then
not a depression crisis.
No, I might have a depression crisis if it carries on though, because the speeding cars are pissing me off.
Yeah, but that's not depression, that's sadness.
No, I know. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Get it right, okay? This is when they can't even hear it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Comfort zoners.
Zonies.
Let us know, zonies. We love you.
We love you.
And we will see you on Wednesday.
You matter and your life matters and things will get better, we promise.
We believe in you. I mean, you are literally living proof. We just have to preface that.
Ta-da!
Living proof that you will be okay.
You will be okay.
And life is worth living.
Life is worth the living.
That sounds so sarcastic. I'm saying that. Like, life is worth living. But it is. You're here for a reason, and you have so much purpose and you have so much ahead of you, so many great things that you don't even know about yet. Yep. And future you is going to look back and think, wow, I am so glad I pushed through because I love life.
So true.
Yeah. See you on Wednesday.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.